Okay, this is AC Starlord, aka Austin. Welcome back to my channel. And this is Superman Lois, episode 6. Dang, this episode's awesome. As you can see behind me, it's all red. Red lights. As CT Film will say, red lights. Um, a lot of things happen. This is pretty much like a kind of a filler episode, but towards the end, but mainly towards the end of the episode, I liked. Um, it's just people in the town realize that Clark might be Superman. One of the ladies there is going to sell her property to Lex, and the whole town kind of backed off on him and told her it's not a good idea, even though he went there with with Lana, um, with Lana Lang, um, to help out this farmer lady to not sell property to Lex. Lex went to her office, tried to get the property, said, tell her like what you're doing with the red tape is not gonna work. I'm gonna get the property anyways. Da, da, da. And then the assistant, his assistant doesn't know about his daughter coming to visit him till Lois Lane told her about it. And the fact that also um Lex Luthor's daughter in the previous episode is actually played by the same actress who played Gemma off of Agents of Shield, by the way. Had to throw in a little bit of Marvel in here. But yeah. That's pretty much interesting there from there. It's all proper trying to get property there and still harassing the Kent family. And then Lex Luthor sends over a guy to kill Lana Lane and Sarah Lane to, get rid of them. And that's when Clark gets blown. That's where Clark um blows up on him. Towards now, I want to talk about that because look, the parts of this show will just feel like again, Jordan was looking for a job with Sarah at their diner. She doesn't want to work with her ex-boyfriend. That's fair. Um, they're still investigating Lex Luthor, stuff like that. It comes from, like I said, from the last episode. It comes from the death of Superman to now. Um, um, Superman Lives now it just becomes a regular CW TV show, So that's the whole point of that. It just becomes a regular CW TV show. But towards the end of this, where Lana Lane got hurt in her own home by one of Lex Luthor's lackeys trying to choke her to death, and if it wasn't for Sarah to knock him down after he was choking his mother because the mother smelled gas and all stuff before she smelled gas and all stuff before she came out there. If it wasn't for Sarah, yeah. And then Jordan and Jonathan blame themselves for not listening to her parents scream, her mom scream, and she's like to them, "It's all right, it's all right." But the point when like Lana was talking to Lois Lane about how she felt about all that happening, he Clark was going to get some water, and Clark put the water down, and his rest of his family found noticed that he wasn't there. He was over there fighting Lex Luthor. He's like Lex Luthor, Luthor. Like he got angry. That's the Clark Superman I want to see, bro. I was excited because and then he's like, well, you gotta stop. You and your family, you and your wife and your family, you stop doing these allegations like on me. No, 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 no. I just said, I know it was you trying to kill me, trying to harass my wife, killed my father-in-law, and trying to kill my friend. No, I ain't gonna have that, yo. He didn't say it like that, but he's like, he's all angry. I'm not gonna have that kind of thing. He's like, then Lex Luthor's like, oh, those allegations against me all wrong. You need to stop doing that. Why do you have that cookie cutter attitude, Doc? Like, why do you have to be a cookie cutter villain with that? Like, stop doing the allegations against me. Even when he was trying to make that deal, make me change your mind to the farmer. Like, I just laughed at that moment. Like, this actor is trying to pull in too hard to be terrifying. Like, again, Clark Kent slash Superman's more terrifying than he is. I'm sorry. I'm pointing at him because he's not that terrifying. I'm sorry. See this right here? Superman slash Clark Kent has the upper hand on Lex Luthor in this scene right here. And then after they had him talking through, not like Dragon Ball Z where they have, hey, I'm better than you, I'm better than you, I'm better than you. I am gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you. Instead of like Dragon Ball Z, they get right at it. He's like, well, try to beat me with no powers. He turns all the lights. Somehow he got the street lights, red light bulbs for some reason. He had time to do that. So, yeah. They fought underneath red lights, and then Jonathan was trying to help his. By the time they got there, they were already fighting. Jonathan was trying to help his father up. His mom's like, "No, red lights," and you see them going head to toe, to toe to toe, and Luther got some um kicks in. I mean, some punches and kicks in. But man, Clark came in with the 1-2 piece. And you can see from this photo, and he told him basically, "Hey, leave this town, and never come back here after all that," because he was pissed off, and Lex Luthor left because they see the scene. They left, and he told his kids like, we should have never done that, but now that Lex Luthor knows all this stuff's happening, should lay low. And then um his assistant's like, you're doing this all wrong. We need a suit. Now they're talking about a suit, the green and purple suit from the comics. Now I don't know what color it's going to be in this series, but the green and purple suit, they have it in Super Pets, they have it in all his comics and animated movies and TV shows. How many times they bring out that suit and Superman finds a way to destroy that suit with Lex in it? Millions of times. So do you think a suit's really going to stop Superman? Superman's smarter than that. It's just, again, I want to love to see that suit, but bringing in the suit's not going to answer your problems or your prayers. I'm sorry. But this episode was kind of cool, but I like the last half. As you can see here with the red lights, Superman can't, he is powerless without the red lights. Um, the next episode's about the whole town knows about his identity, and they gotta put the genie back in the bottle. That's kind of also gonna be a filler episode, but the last half of this was pretty amazing when they fight in the red lights, and I'm like, Superman doesn't need his powers to beat you, Lex Luthor. He can go ahead and toe to toe with you without that. I mean, he is he is also a he is a superhero power being, but he doesn't need his powers to beat you. And that's what he showed you that he doesn't need his powers to beat you, obviously. So yeah, this is a great scene, by the way. Awesome scene. Just love it. Just love it. It's in the rain. It had the Batman. It had the Robin Pattinson Batman vibes where, like that one car chase when he's in the rain and there's some little bit of red lights, like the poster of the Batman with Robin Pattinson. This is what it has like that. Like even like the Penguin poster, but the Robin Pattinson poster had the posters all red, had rain, and you can see from the background the scene it's red, some water dripping down, some rain, It's perfect. It's perfect. Had that Batman, had that Ron Pattinson Batman vibes, that scene. So if you like this video, put a like, I mean, if you like this video, put a like, comment, and subscribe, notification bell, and deuces.